if you're getting hit with something that you don't like, that really hurts, and try not to let it hit you in the core. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, I'm Kim. This is Core Union. Manifesting is as natural as breathing. These things are just happening normally and naturally. You don't decide one day that you're not going to use gravity and you just, float out of your bed and float around to the store and to work. It's always happening, and it's the same thing with manifesting. So what we're actually doing when we're manifesting is we are just learning how to allow the things that are naturally given to us from universe, God, source. It's just naturally becoming who we actually are. And we're pulled to, when we feel inspiration and we feel motivated by different thoughts and different desires that feel right to us. They just hit us in our core just right. And the reason why they do is because that's who we truly are. But then our ego minds get in the way. Our subconscious beliefs with what feels like real circumstances tell us that this can't be. You can't have this amount of money. You can't have this kind of lifestyle. You can't have these kinds of friendships. You can't do this kind of work. You're not capable of becoming famous or having that kind of wealth, having that kind of money, or having the kind of easy, loving, secure, stable, healthy relationship that you want with the person that you are madly in love with. So all of those kinds of limiting beliefs are the only things that are keeping what you truly deserve from you. Those are the only things. And so what's so beautiful about this whole mechanism and how the whole system works is that when you can just surrender and trust in everything that God, universe, source is communicating to you through your heart and soul, through your feelings, and just really trust that. And what I do within the framework of what I teach with my clients, no matter what it's related to, I am going to be super faithful to that, and I'm going to dedicate at least 10 minutes in the morning when I first wake up, dedicating it and being faithful and being so thankful to God, universe, source, and then doing some solid affirmations, doing some inner conversations back from whomever is on the other end of whatever it is that I am manifesting. And me just really deep diving into that good, anchored feeling and allowing that to solidify in my reality without falling for when I see the opposite, or when I get scared, when I fall into the victim state of feeling worried or frustrated because I'm not seeing it. So I do that morning, midday, evening. I stay on my mental diet. My mental diet is so on point and so strict. The moment that the way I see it is this: I am just laser focused, trusting and being completely faithful and being protective of my mind and becoming the observer and not allowing limiting thoughts or beliefs or fears to even make their way in. And when I catch it just at the beginning, just at the very beginning of a thought, I just automatically shift it and say, nope, this is what I want. And I just say a number of affirmations on the spot. If something is related to, say, for example, if something is related to my person, my other half, the person that I love, if I have any kind of a limiting fear, worry, or doubt or insecurity rise up, like I have a little thing that I have it anchored in me that the moment if that happens, she's literally right there, pulling me into her, kissing me, telling me, "Are you crazy? I'm crazy about you." Everything to me. Stop thinking that way. Same thing with anything related to money or anything related to health or anything like that. I have it just that I have all of these very quick little affirmations that are ready to go, little visuals that are ready to go very quickly if I find myself spiraling, that if like a negative thought got by me. So if I start to feel antsy or edgy, I do a quick check-in. I become the observer, and my mind is like this. My mind is my kingdom of heaven, okay? My imagination and my mind is my heaven, and I'm not going to allow any little demons in. I am going to be at that gate. I am going to be that gatekeeper, and I'm not going to allow anyone or anything or any negative thought to penetrate that. I'm not going to allow it in. As soon as I start to hear that little demon, that little fear, worry, or doubt, it creeps in. Nope. Not at all, not today. And I almost wanted to say, not today, Satan. Like, I just do not allow that in. I won't allow it in. I won't allow it to fester. But again, if I start to realize through my feeling state that something did get by me, very easy fix. Just stop yourself and just ask yourself things like, okay, what is it that I want? And then you remind yourself of your new story, have a few affirmations on hand, start to say the affirmations, go into doing some breathing, regulate yourself. You might be dysregulated. Your nervous system might be just out of control. Just do some deep breathing. If something actually does happen in your reality, like the opposite of what you're affirming for, which happens all the time. It happens to everybody. It's part of the system. It's good. And I know we hate it, but when something shows up in opposition of what we want, or if we start to really notice that nothing is happening and we're starting to spiral down, catch that as soon as you can and just get into some breathing. If you're getting hit with something that you don't like, that really hurts, and try not to let it hit you in the core. But if it does, catch yourself as soon as you can. Try to limit your emotional reaction to it. Deal with the 3D reality as you have to. Like, you can't just ignore things that happen in your 3D if it's related to, like, you still have to interact. You may have to have conversations you don't like. You may have to do things related to work or to your business that you don't like. But do it kind of in a unattached way. Like, be as, like, okay, I'm just going to deal with this in the 3D, but I know that in my imagination, this is what I actually want, and I trust this. If you're not seeing results at all and you keep noticing that you don't see results, you are on a little bit of a loop. You just have to pull yourself off of that ride and just continue to go in your imagination, and trust that when you're going in your imagination, that what is in your imagination is real. Stop seeing it as your imagination. See it as your end. Okay, knowing that on a quantum level, that end exists. And if you get hit with something that triggers you in the 3D, you're getting a version of somebody that you don't want, and you've been affirming for the opposite in your mind, but you're getting the version that you don't like. Remember not to take it personally. This person is not trying to hurt you at all. They are just showing you something within yourself that needs some attention, needs to be released, needs to be let go of. Like, they are reminding you, they're saying, hey, is this what you really believe about me? And if it's not, if you are seeing this person differently in your mind, which you always want to apply the golden rule, everyone in your reality that you are investing time and energy in, these relationships that matter to you, always see everyone in their absolute highest light, in their best, strongest. They are happy, they are healed, they are stable, they are secure, they're confident, they feel good. You just always want to see everybody in their highest and best light all the time. And always trust that version of them that you will experience, that version of them, if you just continually see them as that. And when they show you the opposite, that's when you dig your heels in and you literally just trust in your imagination. Again, the emotional reaction that you're having, you want to subdue that, and you want to try to transmute that energy into, okay, I know why this is happening. And I'm going to take this energy, I'm going to breathe through it, and I'm going to try to use it, and I'm actually going to try to mute it and change it into exciting energy, because I know that if I pass through this little level here, I'm going to level up, and the next experience that I have with whatever this thing is, whether it's another person or whatever, is going to be what I want. And you just keep persisting through the 3D circumstances, the residuals of your old story. Remember that if it's happening in your reality, it's already solidified. It's kind of your past. It is the evidence of your past thoughts, your past beliefs, okay? They sometimes still have to work themselves through a little bit. So you just keep staying grounded in your truth and you persist through. We might start doing affirmations, but then we're not on a mental diet all day and we're canceling out our affirmations because we're constantly bitching and complaining and whining and ruminating and sharing it with the world and constantly talking about the old story over and over again. And your manifestation is always just going to get pushed out and you're not going to necessarily see it come into your reality, at least not the way you want. The moment that you actually fall into the understanding of how manifesting works, it can literally shift everything, and it can shift everything very quickly. I hope that this video helps. I love you. Comment down below, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Nothing can come between us.